the scary part about the when I first started playing was nearly 20 years ago, maybe just over 20 years ago now. So I feel like an old man. But it was my under sevens days. I was born in Hong Kong, so I just played for a local rugby club out there. And I mean, the why was all my friends played, so I wanted to get involved, and I just kind of joined the teams that they did. Simple as that, really. Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of the blessings of being a kind of Hong Kong junior is every year they would do a competition, like a tag and then tackles you get older competition at the Hong Kong Stadium. So some of my earliest memories of being 8, 9 years old playing rugby in, I mean, not a packed stadium, but a 40,000 seat stadium that back then used to fill out. So it was pretty surreal when you look back on it now. At the time, you're just taken away, but now you look back on it and you can't really believe that you were lucky enough to do that. I signed for Richmond in 2015 and was here for 2 seasons. I was in and around the first team a little bit in my first year when we got promoted. I think I got five caps, which meant I was eligible for the winners medal for winning that one. So that was a nice touch. But and then my second season we got promoted to the championship. I didn't feature much, but I played against Leinster A in the BNI Cup. In 2017, did you say it was? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, 2017. I mean, apart from a great night out in Dublin, it was a great game. One of the players who was playing with me at the time was Granty, who was a 9, and he was actually at Oxford with me when I did my masters 2 years ago. And he and I actually were speaking about that game when we were there together. And there was something like 7 Ireland internationals playing in Leinster A coming back from injury. So Sean O'Brien, Jack Conan, who else? James Ryan, Sean O'Brien, Jack Conan, and there was a couple others that I can't remember who. But anyway, the thing I do remember is the night out and Sean O'Brien folding me in half. So it was a pretty special day. Yeah, so I was born in Hong Kong, and then I left when I was 13 to go to boarding school in London. But they kind of kept tabs on me, and basically throughout the age groups I'd go back. So I played for the under 20s for a few years. I mean, I was about 15 kilos lighter then, so I played a bit of sevens as well. So a couple sevens, under 27s caps, and some 15s caps. So they kind of kept me going through the age group. And then when I was 18, so it must have been 2015, I think it was. I got my first cap. Played against Kenya. And then I've kind of been in and around the squad ever since. We had heartache last year. We lost to Portugal in the US and in the repechage, which meant Portugal went through. We lost to Tonga, which would have got us through to the World Cup. 4 years before that, we lost to Canada. That would have got us to the World Cup. So it's been an interesting journey, and we've always been kind of close to achieving what we really set out to do, but we haven't quite achieved that yet. So maybe in the next cycle. Well, I mean, even I know I was 18 and young, but making your international debut is always pretty special. What else? There's been a few. I mean, Hong Kong, I've been lucky enough to travel quite a bit. When Western Force were removed from Super Rugby, Twiggy Forrest set up a thing called Rapid Rugby, and Hong Kong entered a team under South China Tigers. So I played for them. So we played against Western Force in Perth. I mean, that was pretty awesome. Playing against Tonga last summer. What else? I mean, there's so many. I mean, to be honest with you, it's just the travel. I mean, I've travelled all over the world with Hong Kong and fortunate enough to do so. So hopefully a couple more games coming. Well, actually, they've got some games in the next couple of weeks, so I wish them best of luck. But and then they've got the ARC, which I'm hoping to be involved in June. So I can kind of go out there and keep trying to represent my country. Well, starting with my job, I work in finance. I'm a financial analyst, so it's a lot of numbers, a lot of spreadsheets. So I won't bore you with that too much, but yeah, a lot of number crunching, which keeps me busy. But then in terms of my day to day, I got married just over 10 months ago. So my wife, she's a big part of my day. So her and we've got a dog, so kind of daily walks, try and do that. And then I love sport, whether it's football. I'm a big Leeds United fan. I play a bit of cricket. I actually play a bit of paddle with some of the Richmond boys as well. Hamish Graham, serious player. Actually, I wish I didn't say that live because otherwise he'll never let me forget it. I'm playing with Will on Friday. Will Kay on Friday. So yeah, lots of sport and just hanging out with my friends. And at the moment, those Richmond boys they're good lads, so I like hanging out. I'm excited for a few reasons. Firstly, just starting with Cinderford. I mean, um, one of the first games I played for Richmond was away at Cinderford, so that was pretty special. So, and I remember being an 18-year-old kid, how physical they were, and I've always enjoyed that part of the game. So, they're a very physical side again this year, and I'm looking forward to that. And then in terms of with ourselves as a club day, I mean, it's amazing. I've got friends, family coming. You said 5 teams out there. Hoping to get as many people down here as possible for what should be a great club day, with lots of noise and seeing lots of Richmond supporters around. It should be good.